Imagine being told no again and again by investors. Imagine having an idea that people do not fully understand, and imagine starting with almost nothing while believing that one day your idea could change the way millions of people work. That is the story of Melanie Perkins, the woman behind Canva. Today, Canva is one of the most recognizable design platforms in the world, but Melanie Perkins did not start with a billion-dollar company. She started with a simple frustration. Design software was too complicated, and she believed it could be much easier. Melanie Perkins was born in Perth, Australia in 1987. From a young age, she had an entrepreneurial mindset. When she was just 14 years old, she started selling handmade scarves. But her biggest business idea came years later when she was studying at the University of Western Australia. While teaching students how to use graphic design software, she noticed something. The software was powerful, but it was incredibly difficult to learn. Students could spend an entire semester simply trying to understand where all the buttons were. Melanie thought there had to be a better way. She imagined a future where anyone could create professional-looking designs without spending years learning complicated software. That idea became the foundation of her career. But instead of immediately creating Canva, Melanie started with something smaller. In 2007, she and Cliff Obrecht created Fusion Books. The company helped students create school yearbooks online. It was not Canva yet, but it taught Melanie something extremely important: how to build a business, how to understand customers, how to sell, and most importantly, how to turn an idea into a real product. Melanie eventually realized that the same technology could be used for much more than school yearbooks. She wanted to create a platform where anyone could design almost anything: presentations, posters, social media graphics, business materials, and much more. But there was one major problem: she needed investors, and investors were not convinced. Melanie and Cliff spent years pitching their idea. According to Fortune, she faced rejection from around 100 venture capitalists. Think about that. 100 rejections. Most people would have stopped after 5. Some would have stopped after 10. But Melanie continued. She believed the problem was real, and she believed the solution was possible. Eventually, she met people who helped move the idea forward. One important connection was investor Bill Tai. Through their network, they were eventually introduced to Cameron Adams. Cameron was a former Google employee with the technical experience the company needed. The three became the founding team behind Canva. Melanie focused heavily on the vision and product, Cliff focused on business operations, and Cameron brought deep technical expertise. Together, they had something much stronger than a good idea. They had a team capable of building it. Canva officially launched in 2013, and the mission was simple: make design accessible to everyone. Instead of forcing users to learn complicated professional software, Canva made the process much more intuitive. Choose a template, drag and drop elements, change the text, add images, and create something professional. The simplicity was the point, and people started using it. In its first year, Canva attracted more than 750,000 users. The company continued growing. By 2017, Canva had become profitable. Then came another major milestone. In 2018, Canva reached a valuation of around $1 billion. The company had officially become a unicorn, but Melanie was not finished. Canva continued expanding internationally. It added new languages, new features, video editing, education tools, enterprise products, and eventually artificial intelligence. Today, Canva has grown far beyond the original idea. According to Canva, the platform now has more than 220 million monthly active users across 190 countries. And more than 30 billion designs have been created on the platform. The company has become a global visual communication platform. But perhaps the most interesting part of Melanie Perkins' story is not the valuation. It is the lesson behind it. Melanie did not begin by trying to build a massive company. She started by noticing a problem. Design was too difficult. She found a smaller opportunity with Fusion books. She learned from it. She built a team. She faced rejection, and she continued moving forward. That is an important lesson for every entrepreneur. You do not need everyone to believe in your idea. You need to understand the problem you are solving. You need to keep improving, and you need the patience to continue when other people cannot see what you see. Because sometimes the biggest companies begin with a very simple thought. There has to be a better way. Melanie Perkins had that thought. And she turned it into Canva, a company that changed how millions of people create and communicate. Her story proves that success does not always come from having the biggest resources. Sometimes it comes from seeing a problem differently and refusing to give up on the solution. So the next time someone tells you that your idea will never work, remember, Melanie Perkins. Because Canva was once just an idea that many people did not understand, and today it is used by hundreds of millions of people around the world. The question is not whether everyone believes in your idea. The question is, do you believe in it enough to keep building?